Aloha, YouTube world. This is David Jansen coming to you from my YouTube channel here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Today is July 24th. It's a Friday, 2020. And because it is the end of the week and the stock market was not kind to me this week, and the stock market overall ended in the red, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the S&P 500. Pretty much everything was in the red this week. It was a very volatile week, which was kind of expected, but you never feel good with that. But what you do feel good about as a dividend investor is that you're still making money. The advantage of dividend investing is even if the market tanks, if the companies you have invested in are solid dividend paying companies, then you will still make money. So looking at my dividend tracker here, trackyourdividends.com is the website that I use. You'll see that I am almost at 11,500. I'm exactly $11,404 for all of my accounts added together. My dividend yield is 2.5%, and my annual income has gone up to $293 a year because I bought Costco and I bought Procter & Gamble. So two big purchases for me. The reason why I bought Procter & Gamble is because the ex-dividend date was July 23rd of this week, and as long as I added to my holding, then I would be paid on August 17th. And if we go over here to my M1 Finance, you can see Procter & Gamble. I have $438 invested into Procter & Gamble. I am up 10.5%, $20.78, and I have 3.4 shares. So that 3.4 shares times 79 cents. Get the calculator here. 79 times 3.4 is about $4.19 is what I will be getting paid on August 17th. Give or take a couple cents, because I didn't do the full 3.48147. So that's the reason why I bought Procter & Gamble. The stock market is kind of high and it is kind of propped up. I do have some other holdings that I would like to put money into in my Roth IRA here on M1 Finance. But for this week, I put the full $101 and some change, because I got paid dividends from the previous week, into Procter & Gamble for my Roth IRA. For my individual portfolio, I bought Costco, and I have them in consumer cyclical. I don't know why I did that, other than the fact that never having had I shopped at Costco before, I didn't really know much about Costco. I assumed it was more, oil changes, car tires, TVs, stereo systems. Here in Hawaii, they sell surfboards and things like that. And then I did get a Costco membership after I created this, and I went in there and I saw that the majority is food. So not the most organized layout, but the majority is food. So, and I got the membership just because the gas here in Hawaii is so expensive, and you can get, I think it's like $1 cheaper. So gas right now is $3.25 a gallon, and I believe you can get it for $2.25 a gallon, $2.23, something like that, if you go to Costco. The downside is there's only 2 Costco gas stations on this island. I'm in the city of Honolulu on the island of Oahu, and the lines are super, super long. That's the downside of it. So you usually got to go like midday, not when people are getting off work, because that's terrible. So anyway, I bought Costco because they have their ex-dividend date for July 30th. July 30th. So as long as I bought more shares of Costco by July 30th, then on August 14th, I would be paid the 70 cents per share. And so I own a little over 1 share with Costco, and so I will get just a little over 70 cents. So my goal is to continue to invest in the Costco because they are a great company. Their payout ratio is 32%. That is ridiculously low compared to a lot of other companies. A lot of other companies are hovering in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s now, that they are paying more than what their revenue is actually generating for them and what their cash flow is generating for them. Seeing how a lot of companies have lost revenue during this recession. So Costco able to pay such a really, really low payout ratio during this time, way below 50%, is amazing. So I might just continue to put into them, even though if you check out one of my other videos, I talked about my value holdings that I have. And I do have some blue chip value stocks that I would love to continue to buy into, especially seeing how this week they have gone down. But I would like to wait and see what next week does. Because we are in such a volatile time, I'm going to show you something here on Track Your Dividends in just a second. That's why I switched over. But because we're living in a volatile time because of the recession and the virus, and it's an election year, the stock market's just going to be a little more volatile than it typically is during an election year. So what I also wanted to show you on trackyourdividends.com that I love about this website is going into the free tools here, and it will show you, there it goes. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. Like the video if you find it informative. I just refreshed it, so also feel free to share with your family and friends as well. Okay, so it's really, really small on the cell phone looking at it, but when I hover over this right here, this tells you that for the month of July, and I still have some dividends that I think I'll be paid at the end. Yeah, I have a couple of the companies and ETFs that will pay me at the end of the month. For July of 2020, I will be paid $25.19. And right now, that is my high month for 2020. But if you look at my other videos, I talk about how it gets better at the end of the year for me. So, and this is a free website. There are some other ones that are really, really good as well too, but they are not free. So that's why I don't use those ones. They will give you like a 14-day trial, but eventually you're gonna have to pay like $200, $300, $400, and I can't afford anything like that. So the other thing that is in beta form here on this website that it shows you is your 5-year growth rate. So in 5 years, my dividend growth rate will be 7%, and in 5 years, by 2029, my ending annual payment will be $573.79. That's how much I will be paid from all of my holdings if I don't add anything more to them, which I plan on doing so. As long as I am able to work and I'm able to get some type of income, you want to pay yourself first. So I do that, and then I pay my credit cards. Well, obviously I pay my rent as well too and stuff. But once my rent is paid off, any money that I have extra, then I put it into my Roth IRA because I want to max that out for the tax advantages. So that's another nice thing that I like about this website. But I will leave the video here for you guys. I hope everybody has a safe weekend. We are expecting a hurricane here in Hawaii. It's going to hit Saturday, the Big Island, and then it'll get to the island that I live on here, Oahu, by early Sunday morning, I believe they're saying. It's probably not going to be a Category 1 by the time it gets to my island. I believe it's going to hit the other island. So depending on the path and the destruction, I may or may not be able to post any videos next week. So I will talk to you guys as soon as I am able to post a video again if the damage is bad here. If it's not that bad, then I'll have videos throughout the weekend and for next week on what I plan on buying for next week as well. So everybody have a great weekend. Be safe, be healthy. Mahalo and aloha.